Good morning and a warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Utsa Bhatrai. The top stories first. Former Speaker Mahara remanded in custody for 7 more days. DNA test analysis yet to complete. CIA widens its investigation, starts probe into 1,500 former civil servants and local representatives. Nepal jumps 16 spots in Doing Business Index. World Bank report says top performers had incorporated online business. UK police reports 39 dead in truck near London believed to be Chinese. Authorities suspect the victims to be illegal migrants. And Manchester United defeat Partizan Belgrade in Europa League. Arsenal also secure a win. And now the news in detail. Former Speaker of the House of the Representatives Krishna Bahadur Mahara has been remanded to custody for 7 more days by the Kathmandu District Court. The former Speaker has been charged with allegations of attempt to rape by Roshni Shahi, a medical practitioner at the Parliament Secretariat. This is the 3rd time Mahara's custody has been extended by the court for further investigation. A single bench of Judge Sudarshan Raj Pandey issued the order effective from yesterday. Mahara's lawyers had advocated for releasing him on bail. The government attorney, however, said that Mahara should be kept in detention as investigations including analysis of DNA test report and call details remain incomplete. Mahara will now remain in custody till October 30. Nepal wants to expand its ties with India, China and United States of America equally, said Minister for Communication and Information Technology Gokul Prasad Baskota. Minister Baskota also reiterated that Chinese President's recent state visit to Nepal made a significant impact on Nepal's image in the global arena. Speaking at a regular press meet organized at Singha Darbar yesterday, Minister Baskota said Xi's visit has added a new dimension to Nepal-China relations.
सबैलाई थाहा छ हाम्रो देशले अरु मित्र राष्ट्रहरुसित र विभिन्न अरु देशहरुसित छिमेकीहरुसित र अरु मित्र राष्ट्रहरुसित दौत्य सम्बन्ध कायम गर्दै आएको छ र यो विस्तारित रूपतर्फ लैजाने कुरा पनि भएको छ। त्यसो हुँदा हाम्रो इंगेजमेन्टहरु बढेको छ। त्यो भारतसित नि बढेको छ, त्यो चीनसित नि बढेको छ, त्यो अमेरिकासित पनि बढेको छ।
On a different note, Minister Baskota said that the ban imposed by the government on Netru Bikram Chand-led NCP cannot be lifted. Minister Baskota said violence will not be tolerated at any cost. Minister Baskota also cautioned a Chand-led NCP group to quit violence and join mainstream politics peacefully.
प्रतिबन्ध हटाऊ, पक्राउलाई रिहा गर, हामी भन्छौं नि त संविधान मान हिंसा छोड, कुरै खत्तम, खेल खत्तम, सिद्धियो त अनि यो वक्तव्य सक्तव्यको केही काम छैन। त्यति दुईटा काम पालना गरे भइहाल्यो नि।
Minister Baskota also claimed that Chand-led NCP's demand to release the cadres cannot be addressed. The government has increased the time limit to get enlisted in the Social Security scheme by 1 month. The decision to increase the time limit to be listed in the scheme was announced during the press conference at the Labour Ministry yesterday. According to the officials overseeing the Social Security Fund, the decision was taken as many institutes and companies are yet to get enlisted under the new scheme.
बाँकी रोजगारदाता तथा योगदानकर्तालाई सूचीकरण गर्ने व्यवस्था मिलाउन आवश्यक देखिएकोले कोषले राष्ट्रिय दैनिक पत्रिकामा सूचना प्रकाशन गरेको मितिबाट 1 महिनाभित्र सूचीकरण हुन पाउने गरी सूचना जारी गर्ने ब्यौरा सबैमा जानकारी गराउँदै सो अवधिभित्र बाँकी भएका सम्पूर्ण रोजगारदाता तथा योगदानकर्तालाई सूचीकरण हुन सुसूचित गरिएको छ।
The government had given the opportunity to all companies of the private sector to list themselves in Social Security Fund until mid-October. As of now, 8,818 employees have listed themselves in the fund, while the number of contributors to the fund reached over 100,000, according to the Social Security Fund. Although the inclusions into the scheme for the public can become challenging within the given time frame, government officials said the benefit from the fund will make the lives of all employees better.
लाखौं श्रमिकको जीवनलाई अलपत्र पारेर समृद्धिको कल्पना गर्न सक्दैन। यसकारण आम श्रमिकको जीवनलाई माथि उठाएर नै काम गरेर बाँच्ने, इमानदारीपूर्वक पसिना बगाएर बाँच्ने, इमानदारीपूर्वक आफ्नो पौरखमा भविष्यको खोजी गर्ने श्रमिकको जीवनमा सुरक्षा होस्, हाम्रो चाहना यही हो। यसकारण हामीले हाम्रो देशको नागरिकको जीवनलाई रूपान्तरण गर्ने सन्दर्भमा यो कर्तव्यबाट, यो दायित्वबाट एक इन्च हामी पछि फर्कन सक्दैनौँ।
There are mixed feelings among the public regarding the security fund and its working mechanism. However, the fund has reassured everyone that it will help ease the day-to-day life of everyday laborer. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. After the break, we continue with other national news. The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority has started investigation into corruption cases against 1,500 retired government employees and elected representatives. A report.
The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority started a new probe suspecting the former civil servants and local representatives of amassing property through illegal means. In the first phase, the CIAA has started probing the former officials and staffers working at the Land Revenue Office, Survey Office, Foreign Employment and Customs Departments, among others.
74-75 मा भन्न 194 वटा मुद्दा दायर गरेकोमा आयोगले यो 75-76 मा 351 वटा मुद्दा दायर गरेछ। भनेको यो आयोगको 29 वर्षको इतिहासमा 75-76 मा सबैभन्दा बढी 351 मुद्दा दायर भएको छ भने अहिले यो आर्थिक वर्षको अब 3 महिना त भयो तर अढाई महिनाको तथ्याङ्क आएको छ। अढाई महिनाको अभिलेखमा हेर्दाखेरि 114 वटा मुद्दा चाहिँ अढाई महिनामै दायर भएको छ।
The anti-graft body has also started investigation into forged documents and fake certificates presented by civil servants, police personnel, teachers and local authorities. The CIAA has also brought cases in which people holding public posts have invested in companies registered in their names of their wives, siblings and relatives under its ambit.
सोही विषयको उजुरी पहिले पनि परेको छ र त्यसको फाइल पनि आयोगमा पहिले तामेली या मुल्तईमा रहेको छ भने त्यसलाई ल्याएर एकीकृत गर्ने मात्रै हो। त्यो पहिला हामीले चिठी पत्र काटेर सबै कागज डकुमेन्ट मगाइसकेको हुन्छ र त्यो कागज डकुमेन्ट त हामीसँगै हुन्छ नि, त्यसलाई पुनः हेर्नुपर्ने कारणले गर्दाखेरि त्यसलाई ल्याएर जोड्ने मात्रै हुन्छ।
The anti-graft body has pledged to take strong actions against anyone found guilty.
Rapper Samir Ghising, popularly known as V-Tain, was arrested by the Metropolitan Crime Division yesterday. Rapper V-Tain was allegedly arrested for promoting antisocial activities among the youngsters via his songs. He has also been charged with using offensive languages in his songs. This is the second time in October that police have arrested singers pressing charges for promoting antisocial values. Last week, singer Durgesh Thapa was also held by the police for promoting alcoholism and substance abuse in his recent song titled Happy Tihar. V-Tain's arrest had immediately created an uproar among the public in social media. Many have accused Nepal police of curtailing freedom of speech and opinion by arresting singers without any significant cause. And now the news from economic front. Nepal jumped 16 places in Doing Business Index of the World Bank released yesterday. The World Bank said governments of 115 economies around the world launched 294 reforms over the past year to make doing businesses easier for their domestic private sector. In the annual report of the World Bank released yesterday, Nepal jumped to 94th position from 110 among 190 economies worldwide. The latest edition of the study documents reforms implemented in 10 areas of business activity over a 12-month period ending May 1, 2019, the World Bank said. Overall, South Asia was the region with the highest share of economies implementing trade reforms in doing businesses 2020, according to the report. According to World Bank, the 10 areas measured in the report are starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity registered property, getting credit, protecting minority investors, paying taxes, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, and resolving insolvency. One additional area, employing workers, is also measured but is not included in the rankings. The report further says Nepal made the progress despite increasing the cost to do business by hiking up the registration fee to transfer properties. The top performers typically had online business incorporation processes, electronic tax filing platforms, and online procedures for property transfers. The country's year-on-year consumer price inflation stood at 6.16% in mid-September 2019 compared to 3.86% a year ago, according to the latest report released by Central Bank. The current macroeconomics and financial situation of Nepal, unveiled recently by the Nepal Rashtra Bank, states that food and beverage inflation stood at 6.51%, whereas non-food and service inflation stood at 5.89% in the review month. Likewise, the inflow of remittance to Nepal has decreased by 0.3% to rupees 153.73 billion in mid-September this year compared to corresponding period of last year. The report states that remittance had increased by 33.4% in the same period of the previous year. According to Central Bank's data, the first 2 months of the current fiscal year saw a reduction of import by 1.2% during the corresponding period of last financial year. Import had increased by 38.5%. Likewise, the country's merchandise export increased by 25.9% to rupees 18.5 billion compared to an increase of 6% a year ago. According to Central Bank, Nepal's total trade deficit narrowed 3.1% to rupees 211 billion in the 2 months of 2019-20. The export-import ratio increased to 8.1% in the review period from 6.3% in the corresponding period of the previous year. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. British police suspect 39 people found dead in a truck near London a few days ago to be Chinese nationals. Reuters reported that police were given more time to question the driver arrested on suspicion of murdering the 39 people, with the investigation focusing on human trafficking. The driver has not been formally identified, but a source familiar with the investigation said he was Mo Robinson from the Portadown area of British province. Paramedics and police found the bodies of 31 men and 8 women on Wednesday in a truck container on an industrial estate at Essex, about 20 miles east of London. For years, illegal immigrants have attempted to reach Britain stowed away in trucks, often from the European mainland. Reuters reported in 2058 Chinese were found dead in a tomato truck at the port of Dover. Wildfires are erupting across California, fueled by dry air. fierce winds and high temperatures, the American news agency reported yesterday. Over 190,000 Californians are in the dark as power companies preemptively cut electricity in an attempt to keep fires from spreading. According to the Associated Press, officials said they did not yet know how many homes had burned and that no immediate injuries were reported. It's not clear how any of the blazes began. The Kincaid wildfire began in Sonoma County in Northern California's wine country Wednesday night. As winds reached up to 76 mph, the blaze exploded to a massive 10,000 acres overnight. Nearly 2,000 people are currently under evacuation orders, Sonoma County Sheriff Marcus Six told reporters. A series of deadly blazes tore through the same area in Northern California wine country 2 years ago, killing 44 people, AP reported. The final report by Indonesian investigators into Lion Air crash of Boeing 737 MAX in Indonesia have faulted the design and certification of Boeing's new flight control system on the airplane, according to the Seattle Times. Lion's air maintenance work, its pilots, and a Florida firm that supplied a component also contributed to the crash, Reuters reported, citing an advanced copy of the report reviewed by the Seattle Times. The report said that the design and certification of the maneuvering characteristics augmentation system did not adequately consider the likelihood of loss of control of the aircraft. The Boeing 737 MAX operating a domestic flight crashed into Java Sea 13 minutes after takeoff from Jakarta, killing all 189 passengers and crew members on October 29 last year. The final report will be released later today. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Matchday 4 of the UEFA Europa League Cup competition concluded yesterday. An Anthony Martial penalty helped Manchester United win against Partizan Belgrade yesterday. The win breaks United's winless away run in the competition. Another English club, Arsenal, secured a thrilling victory against the Portuguese club Vitória de Guimarães. Arsenal's most expensive signing, Nicolas Pepe, scored two important late goals to end the game 3-2 in favour of Gunners. Europa League is considered a less lucrative European club competition after the Champions League. The winner of Europa League gets an automatic place in next season's Champions League. Indian cricket legend Mahendra Singh Dhoni's international career appears to be all but over after the team's chief selector said they are moving on from the wicketkeeper batsman, BBC reported. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who has not played for India since the World Cup semi-final loss to New Zealand in 2018, has also been left out of India's T20 squad against Bangladesh. Dhoni has already retired from the Test format. Chief Selector MSK Prasad said they are moving on and giving opportunities for youngsters, reported BBC. Former captain Dhoni is the most successful Indian captain under whom the Indian team won the 2007 World Cup, 2011 50 over World Cup and 2013 Champions Trophy. Dhoni's understudy Rishabh Pant will most likely take over the helm of the Indian cricket team. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Former Speaker Mahara remanded in custody for 7 more days. Police to conduct DNA test. CIAA widens the investigation, starts probe into 1,500 former civil servants and local representatives. Nepal jumps 16 spots in Doing Business Index. World Bank report says top performers had incorporated online businesses. UK police says 39 dead in truck near London believed to be Chinese. Authorities suspect the victim to be illegal migrants. And Manchester United defeat Partizan Belgrade in Europa League. Arsenal also secure a win. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.